What's up, guys? So today I am going to be not reading a fanfic. This is going to be me making a fanfic off the top of my head. And I'm telling you, if somebody makes fan art of this and put a picture of it in a comment or something, I'm telling you, you would be thanks to the heavens, okay? Or make a video about it. I don't care, but this would be cute, okay? So this is called Teen Mom. It's a Bakugou X reader. Our listener, oh my god, I get that wrong every time. And so if I start stuttering or I start messing up, I'm very, very sorry. I have a problem with that, with stuttering and stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. Oh yeah, in the end there is a blooper, so stay tuned for that. You was having your first day of your second year in UA. You had a lot of best friends, but there was a specific best friend that you felt like was family to you, and that was Bakugou Koski. Why him specifically? I don't know. Some people ask, how are you two friends? With his extremely big ego and his passion for being number one and everything, you would think he would put friends aside because he wants to be number one. And friends would possibly get in the way of that. But that wasn't really the case. He wanted to have friends, so he wasn't lonely. Especially after the kidnapping. He wanted to have friends just to make sure he had somebody with him. When you first started UA, there was a little problem. Now, this problem wasn't a bad problem, and this problem also wasn't a good problem. This problem was you had a daughter who was one. And your daughter was the most cutest thing ever. Now, let's just say Katsuki Bakugo didn't know you had a daughter at first. You never told him because you was scared that you was going to lose your best friend. And a lot of people knowing that you had a crush on him since the middle of your first year, you didn't want to lose your friendship between him. There was only one person in the entire school who knew you had a child. And that was Mina. Mina came over to your house one day and saw your little girl. She asked if that was your little sister or something, but you knew that you wouldn't be able to keep the secret for long, so you went ahead and told her that she was your daughter. And you had to make sure Mina didn't tell anyone about this. You knew that this year you were going to tell your whole class that you had a daughter. You didn't live in dorms, but you begged Principal Nezu to make sure you could still be in UA and also stay at home with your daughter. He eventually agreed, and you got to still see your daughter while still become a hero. You didn't only want to become a hero just because, you wanted to save people. You wanted to become a hero for your daughter. You wanted to become a role model for your daughter. Now, you had a pretty bad past. To the past where your mother pretty much despised you. And, well, your father, on the other hand, he left when you was only at the age of 10. Now, you did have an older sister, and to be the exact, she was a police officer. So she wouldn't have time on her hands either. But if she had the chance to take care of your daughter, she took care of her. And sometimes you would leave your daughter alone with a babysitter. Not always trusting, but as long as your daughter was okay when you got home, you was perfectly fine. On the first day of UA second year. Hey, Bakugou! You yell. Bakugou snaps his head to see you running up to him. Oh, hey, listener, he said. Well, what are you doing? You asked. What does it look like I'm doing? Going to class, he says. Well, do you want to come hang out at my place today? You say, excitedly. Sure, I guess. I don't have anything to do. Great. What about directly after school? You can walk home with me. You say very excitedly. Sure, whatever. By the end of your conversation you had with him, you was at the class 1A doors. You walk in to find Mina jumping in joy for something. You run over to Mina and ask her what's going on. Why are you so excited, Mina? You say confusedly. Did you not hear today? In a few weeks, there will be a ball. And this is going to be like pretty much a dance, but very formal. I guess I want to show my moves. Whatever. I was thinking of asking Kirishima to go with me. But I'm kind of embarrassed if I do. Well, then why don't you just go ahead and ask him? You say very happily. Well, I can, but the thing is, I'm just shy. She says, very nervous. Well, why don't I help you ask him? Wait, you help me ask him? But that. She starts stuttering very badly to the point where you can't understand her. Ooh, so you must have a very bad crush on him. A crush on Kirishima? No. Maybe I do. Ugh. Look, you could have told me. I could help you out. Especially since you're my best friend. You say very encouraged. Well, if you say so. But I'm telling you, I just want to ask him to the dance. I don't want to go beyond that. I could do that by myself. I think. What am I saying? Look, I'll help you get him and you to the dance. And after that, you could have all the rest to yourself. Okay. Well, the dance is in a month, so we won't have to wait. We'll have to wait a few weeks before we ask him. But we could plan that. What about you and Bakugou? She starts saying very chippy. Me and Bakugou, we're just friends, and you know that. I know, but you told me you had a little crush on him a while ago, didn't you? You mean on the last day of school? I mean, yeah, I did. But I think we're just gonna stay friends. You say very nervous. Look, if you help me ask Hiroshima, I'll help you ask Bakugo. And after that, we'll be good. I mean, well, I'm gonna tell him about my daughter. Deal. This was the conversation Bakugo and Kirishima was having while Mina and you was having your conversation. Hey, shitty hair, I need your help with something. What do you want, Baku bro? Well, I was thinking about actually listening to the dance. Wait, you have a thing for listener? Ooh, I'm gonna have to tell Mina about this. No, shitty hair, you better not tell him anything. But why? This is so great though. Look, if you say one thing to Raccoon Eyes, I swear I'm gonna blow you all the way to the sun. Okay, Bakugou bro, okay. I won't tell anybody. But you have to make a deal with me. This better not be some shitty idea, shitty hair. So what is it? Can you hear me, Athmita? Wait a minute. You have a date for Raccoon Eyes? Yeah. Kirishino started to get very nervous and flustered. Fine. I'll help you get Raccoon Eyes if you help me get Listener. Deal. After school. So, Bakugou, when we get to my house, there's a little, I guess, surprise when we get there. You say very nervous. What surprise? I swear, if this surprise is a bad surprise, I'm going to kill you. No. It's not a bad surprise. To me, it's like the most thing that has my whole world up right now. You say very happily. Well, are you gonna tell me? No, I'd rather wait till we get to my house. You say very nervously. At your house. Okay, you have to promise me when you get in here, you 1, don't cuss. 2, you don't stop being my friend. And 3, you don't scream your head off. Bakugou looks at you confused, but understands. You open your door to your small apartment to see your older sister playing with her daughter. Meet my sister and my daughter. Bakugou's eyes slowly widened when he heard the word daughter. Wait a minute. You have a daughter? And you never told me about it? Well, I never told you about it because I was a little bit scared. Look, I'm your best friend, so you have nothing to be scared about telling me. He said, just a little worried, but happy at the same time. So what's your daughter's name? He says, and does your black eyes with his red ones. Well, her name is whatever you want to name your child. Oh. How old is she? She's 1. She's going on 2 in like 2 months, so. Your sister finally realized that you're there. Oh, hey, listener. And who is this? She says with a very wide smile. This is Katsuki Bakugou, my best friend. Bakugou, this is my sister. Whatever your sister's name is. It's nice to meet you, Bakugou. It's nice to meet you too. Well, I'll be heading out now. Bye, listener. Bye, Bakugou. She grabs her bag and leaves. All of a sudden, you see a little child crawl up to you. Mama, mama, she says. Hi, sweetie. And I'm gonna have to leave you on a cliffhanger here. Um, I needed time to think about this. This was actually off the top of my head. This is what I do in my free time. I need to get a life. Okay, so this is only part one. I'll do a part two. And I'll also do some of these with some other characters. And so yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.